Hey, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Hey,
Let's go.
OTG
I like that
Tuesday.
intro.
Tuesday.
Big thanks
That's
to
good.
Cody, our resident graphic artist.
6 to midnight, boys. 6 to midnight, right
Yeah.
here.
No shit.
That was last minute too, man. I think you put that together quick. That was
Yeah,
very
44 minutes. There you
cool.
go.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
That was yeah. So we're trying to get Nate in. Olee was having some problems, so he's on his phone. He's looking a little slim.
Looks like he's about to fall out of a helicopter.
Right on that nice fluffy grass.
Lush.
It's
Yeah.
gonna go.
Yeah, he'll be all right. Yeah, this is what happened to me, I don't know, some weeks ago where it said wrong password. I couldn't get in. And then randomly, almost to the end, I was able to finally get in. Like whatever the glitch was, I restarted my phone, tried the iPad. Anyway, it was a weird thing. And I'm guessing something similar is what's happening to Nate. And that might be what's going on with yours too, Olee. So
I've tried. Can you hear me?
I don't know what.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I've tried 100 times. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, I think it happened to Mark once too, and then he finally got
Now
on.
it's gonna work. Now it's gonna work.
Now it's working.
Yeah, because I'd much rather with
Yeah,
you
he's joining.
Yeah, maybe get on through.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
Yo,
I don't
Nate,
know.
Weird.
if you're in there, it's working for Olee now.
Yeah, he's on there. He was telling Olee to turn his phone sideways, but he'll get it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like a Zoom.
I want
glitch or
off.
what.
I want off the phone. Well, I just signed in and it just kicked me out.
Well, it's probably because you're logged in here. So in this one and log in through your computer.
in this one. All right.
Yeah.
See. Hopefully, see you in a minute.
Oh,
A lot of people.
1 year
let's
in and we
go.
still have technical difficulties.
yeah, yeah.
Hey.
It's by no means a science at this point.
No.
I mean, shit.
Still,
We never had to
still
cancel
figuring it
episode.
out.
That's
1 year
right.
in, we never had
That's
to
true,
cancel a
that's true.
show.
We're still
The
amateurs,
beauty of
man.
having a team.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he's getting on. That's the Olee. Well,
the,
hey, wait,
Mountain
what's
Dew
up,
Seeds
everybody?
episode.
Welcome to Keep Off the Grass. Hey,
Oh,
There's
There we
Olee.
go,
All right.
baby. Yes.
There it goes.
Now we need Nate. Nate, get in here,
Man,
man.
that's so much better.
Yeah, Nate.
Just keep trying.
But whatever's
saw-
going on, as soon
It's-
as you would put in the password and hit enter, immediately it would light up red and say incorrect. I wouldn't even try. And how I knew it was going to work now is when I hit enter, it started spinning the wheel.
That happened to me one night too. I don't know.
So
Probably
Texas
figured it out eventually.
Probably. Yeah.
It happens.
Some sort of
Hopefully.
Zoom difficulty.
I
all right.
restarted. I'd done everything, but finally.
Well,
Hey, Brent.
first
let me
things
tell you-
first, boys. Want to get grabbing that glass?
Yeah, we got to take a
I got a
break
blue
from
mood.
the. We got to take a
Yeah.
break from the diet this evening. Special
Mhm.
occasion, right?
Mm-hmm. Every
So I
night.
caved and I poured a vodka.
There you go. There you
Oh.
go. Now, you've been killing it on your steps, dude. I'm looking at that Fit app or whatever, dude. I don't know. What are you doing? You running or what?
I mean, I'm only getting like 10 to 12,000 a day, honestly. I mean, I'm not getting like a ton. But bearded
guys are
long guy,
nuts.
All right.
which I
You
see
guys are
him in here,
nuts.
he's killing it. I don't think I can catch him. But
Yeah.
I've been running, like short distance, like mile or so.
Hey, that's what
But,
you need for mowing the grass. Yeah. All right, let's crack it open, boys. Ready?
Well, for 1 year, thank you everyone for tuning in, joining us, making our own community. So let's grab a glass or a bottle of Blanton's and
Touch the
keep off the grass.
Yeah.
What's up, Brian? Where are you at tonight, Brian?
Mm-mm-mm.
So I'm in the booming metropolis of, it's actually Lebanon, Indiana, close to Indianapolis, about 30 minutes away. So I've got my little makeshift setup going here and enjoying. I've never been to Indiana, so kind of enjoying all this open land and farms and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty cool.
Indiana.
I
What
crossed
zone did you
over
say you're
into
in?
Indiana for about 5 minutes during GIE and got a ticket.
Yeah,
So
they say cops are dicks around there.
No, I got a
been-
ticket from
Sorry,
the
Brent.
camera.
Oh, the camera
On
got
there.
you. Yeah.
What town did you say you're in?
called Lebanon,
Lebanon.
Middle East.
Indiana. I've been up since about
Yeah, man.
4:30. I just landed a few hours ago, so got a little caffeine going. Got my Mountain Dew and stuff for tonight.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I would love to travel like that and go to different hotels and do different things in hotels. That'd be great.
I'm sure you would.
Stranger in the hotel.
Cody
They
would have
don't
a
have they don't have stranger in the hotel.
right.
Oh, you haven't had fun then.
That's a different game. I don't know if I'd play that one.
You just
I think
knock
they'd
on
kick
different
you out.
doors.
We're celebrating a year, and we got some people in the background right now waiting to come on. But we just want to reminisce and we want to talk about the past year. It's been awesome. Everybody in the chat, week after week, it's awesome. All the community, we've grown because of you guys. We have fun with it. You know, we put a lot of work into it, but it's a lot of fun. And yeah, we appreciate everybody's support. And yeah, it's been awesome.
So last week we had some people jump in, or was it the week before? I don't remember, but we had some people come in and we wanted to hear from them what their first encounter with KOTG was. What do you guys remember of starting this up? Like, I mean, some people have heard the story, some people haven't, but what was your guys' thoughts and stuff on starting KOTG? What was your original idea of where this was going to go, and what's your thoughts of where it took off to? Well, Brent, I think you got to start it off, man, because you kind of started this whole thing off with
Yeah.
your little giveaway. So let's hear that little
Well,
story you
I
got.
don't know. I did a giveaway not last, but December of I guess it was 2020. I was doing a giveaway and I did it on Instagram Live. And so we were all sitting there chatting. I did it at my kitchen table. And my wife kept walking by because after the giveaway was over, a whole bunch of you guys just hung out and were like asking questions. And I was like talking to you guys and everybody was typing. And we must have, I don't know, what did we stay on there for? Like 20 minutes?
Yeah.
We were just talking about like, all the things that we talk about on the show. We were talking about grass types. We were talking about where we live.
Giveaway, and I did it on Instagram Live, and so we were all.
Somebody's got their volume
and I
on.
did it at my kitchen
You
table.
got to mute your
Hey,
other side there.
Because after the giveaway was over, a whole
There's
bunch
an
of
example of our
guys
delay.
hung out, and we're like asking questions, and I was like
Gotta
talking to
mute
you
your
guys,
phone.
typing, and we must have, I don't know,
Phone.
we must have stayed on there for like 20 minutes.
Hey, Dave,
We were
mute
just
your
talking
click
about,
mute.
like, all the things that we talk about on the show. We're talking
Oh my
about grass
gosh,
types. We're
mute.
talking about where we're
Dave, you got to mute
giveaway,
that.
and I did it on Instagram Live. So we're all sitting there and all that. And I did it.
You might just
All
have
right,
to.
I got
there
him.
you go.
I got
There
him.
we go. Okay.
There we go.
Dirty
So
SOB.
we were talking about all the things we talk about on the show, right? We were talking about, what kind of mowers we got, how big's your deck, what kind of grass type we got, what kind of fertilizer we're using, all those types of things. And my wife walked by and she's like, oh, what are you just sitting there on Instagram Live talking to people? She goes, why don't you guys do a Zoom call and then you can geek out over grass together? And she was breaking everybody's balls that night. She was just like, it was
On a
ruthless.
tear.
And everybody was dying because they're like, yo, your wife's really funny. I was like, yeah, she is. And she also does not let me live an inch. And yeah. So I was like, hey, what do you guys think? You heard her. What do you want to do it? And everybody goes, yeah. So I think it was Zach, Nate, Vince the Lawngenuity. Who else was on that original call? Because it wasn't all of us.
The
But-
first call I was
I know
on
I-
was with you and Andy. I remember you and Andy were there, but yeah, you guys were all, who are these guys? This is like unusual territory. Just like calling up
here.
doing a group call with guys about grass. But yeah, it was,
So
definitely Brent in the beginning for sure.
Yeah, so we just started a group chat on Instagram and we were all like, just BSing with each other for a week or two. And then everybody was like
What just
inviting
happened?
other guys in. We're like, hey, if you know somebody else that wants to jump in on this and would want to do a Zoom call and just sit around and BS about grass and drink beers, like,
Why are you
invite
doing
them
that?
in. So we got like a group of guys together, and it ended up being like 14 of us. And we just started doing Zoom calls. And then after a couple of weeks of doing that, just sitting on our couches and talking to each other, we were like, we're sharing a lot of really good information. We're bouncing a lot of stuff, a lot of ideas. We're sharing information. I was learning a ton, we're all learning from each other. And we were like, what if there's no show? Like, what if we did a show like this on YouTube and we just broadcast the Zoom call? And, there's plenty of people out there that would be, interested in some topics or something like that, or even just to jump in and be part of the conversation. We could all stand to learn something. And so we did. And we kind of decided to do it and came up with a logo. And then after a first couple of weeks, we were like, all right, well, shoot, let's go ahead and go all in and let's make a website and let's try to push it out on podcasts. And, and we did that. So, I mean, it just kind of organically grew from us really just hanging out and making internet friends kind of all over the country, in the height of COVID. So that was kind of where it came from, I guess.
Hello.
Fuck is that noise?
It's Dave,
That's
man.
Dave. He's
Dave, shut up.
Yo, Dave, just pop up, man.
He was. And then he went dark, and then he.
Yo, what's up, Dave?
Are we back in business? I can hear you guys now. I don't know why I couldn't hear you.
Oh,
I had to
jeez.
put you in
We heard
timeout.
you.
Yeah.
well, Zach had to put you in timeout because I guess you're watching on YouTube on the same computer, but you have the volume up on that too.
Yeah, remember I
It's
was saying to hit
creating
pause
echo.
before?
As soon as I hit the mute button, everything just went to shit. So we're good now.
Yeah.
I apologize for any technical difficulties that they may have.
But
So we have Dave Bilecki with us. We have Papa
Yeah, hi,
Mo's
how are
Low,
you?
and we have Jamie the accountant. So if you guys want to get in here,
What's up, guys?
hang out with us for a minute. What's up, Russell?
Hello.
Papa Mo's.
Russell was our first guest winner of the wheel, and he won. He was our first guest on episode 8, something like that.
No, actually, I think I was second.
Oh, you were second. Yeah, Lalo was first.
Yeah.
You're right.
Because I didn't know anything about technology, so I was like, I don't know if I could do this.
Hey, we don't either, as you can tell. So.
we're still trying to figure that out. I don't know.
Yeah, we're.
But cheers to 1 year.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. I like that. I like the sound
Glad
of
to
that.
have you on.
I have one of those.
I like seeing Papa's stories popping up on Instagram. He keeps getting all of our merch and stuff, and I love seeing somebody out there wearing it. So thank you, Papa, for the support.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
I enjoy supporting the
and
cast.
it's like beating a dead horse, and I've said it a million times, but I think that is like probably one of the neatest things is just seeing the community that's popped up around us, just sitting here not talking nonsense about grass and mowers and fertilizer and geeking out over stuff, sharing knowledge. And I think that's cool. It's just a community that's grown with it, and the fact that we got t-shirts out there, and people are willing to rep some t-shirts and things like that. I think that's cool.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Got a whole family that loves to watch this, and that's insane to me. And it's amazing.
Cody, what was your favorite episode we ever had?
Oh man, I got to be honest. I was my favorite episode. Oh man, it's tough because all I can remember is that the time I lost on a lot of episodes. So every
Talk
single
about being
episode,
selfish.
every single episode that I was on, I loved it. But I
don't
really
think I've
miss
ever
the times.
watched it either.
I think
Don't feel
some of the best episodes are the ones I've missed. With some of the guests you guys had, so that sucks for me. But
request that we do them earlier on Eastern Standard Time, so I'm not up till 11:30 at night watching the show.
my favorite episode was probably the time we had Dave on the first time. That was great.
Well, and you
That
know,
was
I'm
one of
going to
my
go ahead and
favorites.
I'm going to go ahead and say it too. There was a couple of us, myself included, because we were all talking with Dave on Instagram, and some of the stuff that was coming out of Dave's mouth, we were like, I don't know if we can have Dave on.
We're gonna get scissor bleeped.
He was coming, the stuff that was coming out of Dave's mouth, like he would shoot all of us like voice messages on Instagram. It'd be like 7 o'clock in the morning. He'd be like, "Hey Brent, you know, I was thinking," and then he'd say something real outlandish, and I was like,
He never shuts down, man.
so that's one thing that I think
one
is funny.
comment I get from most everybody that ever meets me. Is the one thing they always say the same thing: "Do we never know what's going to come out of your mouth?" And it keeps everybody on their toes. You know, it may not be the nicest thing in the world. It may not be, but it's usually going to be very honest and to the point, and or it can be brutally humorous. So
No beating around that bush.
Drunk Long Guy just super chatted $10. Thanks, brother.
Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
brother.
Thanks.
That's cool.
Awesome.
He
Appreciate
said
it.
to hurry up and delete it so his wife couldn't see it.
Real quick.
can somebody please explain to me
Everybody's
what
all
exactly
spending their wife's
that
money
is?
again.
Trying to get Jamie the accountant on here. He's having some issues too, but so Russell, how did you get into KOTG? So as far as I can remember, you've been in the live chat week after week. So I mean, what did you watch our first episode? And then if not, what was your first episode you watched, and what's your favorite?
First one I ever watched was y'all's trial when you went on to test it. I happened to be on
The pilot episode.
I was just
Testing
getting
it
into
live.
lawn care, trying to learn some stuff, and every day I was just scanning YouTube for content, trying to learn what to do. And so there wasn't a whole lot out there really that pertained to Bermuda. And then I came across y'all's thing that said you were going live. So I said, well, heck, I'll join it. And joined it when y'all were just testing it out. And been watching it ever since. But my favorite episode was probably when, I believe it was John with Pro Pete was on.
Mm-hmm.
I learned more from that than any other content of anything I've watched about fertilizer, and switched over to using Pro Pete. And I tell you what, 2 weeks after I started using it, I could tell a difference in my lawn immediately. And
Oh yeah.
been using it ever since.
It's awesome.
Yeah, that
That's
was
awesome.
that was a great episode. I mean, you know, that's one that definitely sticks out in my mind because that was just you know, it was just great. I mean, he's a wealth of knowledge, and you know, and obviously, you know, he's been real supportive of us and just, you know, offering to come on and just do a giveaway. And, you know, we don't get anything from it other than to just pass free fertilizer on to you guys. You know, John's not sending us free fertilizer.
No.
None of us are, you know, getting a pallet of stuff from John, you know, I mean, a hat here and there, which is cool. He took us out to a wonderful dinner in Louisville, but, you know, there's no like kickback on that thing. It's just, hey, he wanted to do it. He wanted to get some product out to people and make some believers. And, you know, hey, listen, that works for us. So he's, that was a fun episode to do because just the amount of knowledge that he had and the things that he was talking about in the industry and fertilizers and stuff. Super cool. So I
you know,
agree.
let's
Russell.
be honest here. Within the course of a year, the guests that you guys have had on your show to talk about the vast difference of all the different products and seeds, techniques, all within the first year, you've been able to get a wealth of knowledge across to the lucky few that choose to tune in every week. But you've had a lot of really wonderful speakers on here, from seeds to water treatment, fertilizers. Yeah, it's been great. So hopefully the guests you can bring on for year number 2 are even better. Maybe we can get some scientists and who knows what you guys got cooked up for this year, but I'm sure it'll be good.
No, appreciate
Yeah,
that.
fire pit.
That's what we
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, man.
nice
Yeah, we got
sweatshirt
some good
too.
stuff.
Let's see that sweatshirt one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's a nice
I will-
sweatshirt, Dave.
I will
What's
say
that?
I
Yeah,
agree with you,
it's
Dave.
great. I love it. It's
This is
super
going to be
comfortable.
we got some big things lined up this year. A lot of fun guests should be coming on in the weeks leading up to spring. Give us fun topics to go over and things to discuss, and then we got thoughts and plans on what we're going to do spring and summertime. So it should be a good year.
Well, welcome, Nate. Glad to see you made it.
Nate Doe.
Got in
Yeah,
here.
finally, let me in. Sorry, I thought I was getting a treatment
that
or
shirt.
something.
Yeah, that shirt's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I like that shirt.
It's one of my
on the
favorite
black.
shirts.
That's really cool. Yeah,
I like how big it
it's
is.
good, man.
That's
Yeah.
what she said.
Oh,
That's a good one. I like that.
that was a good one.
That's a good one.
Had to
So-
come on and make a statement.
Did you take
I'm out.
measure?
Real
Yeah,
quick,
so
real
fast.
quick, everybody who
shit.
is in the chat right now who's
Hey.
doing the weight loss
Casey's
challenge,
here.
raise your hand if you are at or
Raise your hand.
beating where you thought you would be at this point in the competition. Raise your hand if you think you're doing better or where you thought you would be during this point in the competition.
or at least type. Are you talking about in here? Are you talking about the live chat or everybody on the video?
Well, I can only see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can only see 9 people. So if anybody
You
in the
seeing
live chat
doubles,
wants
everybody,
to raise their
Dave?
hand, go ahead. I can't see you, but
All right.
Are you seeing
let's just keep
doubles,
it- I mean,
Dave?
how is it going? I mean, I'm not participating in it, but
I've been doing the slow and steady approach,
Yep.
Dave. I don't want to kill myself and then give up after 2 weeks of starving and that sort of thing. So I've cut out snacks and candies and stuff. And, I've lost 6 pounds. I think a lot of that's water and whatnot. So I've kind of leveled off now, So now I need to get more physically active. I haven't really been exercising. I've just been cleaning up the diet a little bit. So,
Oh yeah.
some baby steps, I'm trying to, I want to get in shape for spring and then also, fit in my pants.
So speaking of the weight loss,
Pants.
I just saw him in here. Ope, I want to give a shout out to Ope again, helping us
Yeah.
with that app because it just seemed like this thing blew up big
That's
time.
crazy.
Yeah.
To see everybody using it and everybody in on this challenge. I see it all the time on Instagram stories. I'm just like, what in the world's going on here? This is
I think the same thing. I'm like, what are all these numbers? What is all this stuff that is going on? All these people must be involved with this weight loss, and there's some sort of point system going on. And God
Yeah.
bless you, man.
There you go, Jamie.
There
I'm a
it
little
is.
going on,
confused
man?
on the points. I just thought we were losing weight. I didn't know we were tracking
Yeah,
all
that's all. That's all it really
all
is.
the
The
other
rest of it's
stuff.
just kind of just fun, silly stuff.
Uh-huh.
No,
All
yeah.
right, so a
that's-
couple other guys on here. Jamie, you just came on. Everybody can see you. How's it going? Can we hear you?
You hear us, Jamie?
He's technologically ill
Videos
like
on
myself.
Video on one, mic
What's up,
on
Jason?
the other.
What up?
Hey,
Sweet to
Jason.
hear me.
How's it
How
going,
you doing, man?
It's going.
So hey, yeah, you're one of the viewers that I can remember from, as far as I can remember, that you've always been in the live chat. So like, what was your first episode and like how'd you start watching KOTG?
Man, I had to have found it, I would think, on Instagram, I believe. I think at one point I don't even know how I got into this lawn thing. I bought this house here, and then me and my buddies always used to like it. So, but I didn't care about the last place because we were renting. So I wanted to do stuff because it looked like crap, but I was like, I'm not going to waste my time and money. So I finally bought this place, and I just really started researching, and then I found you guys, and you have a vast knowledge, good guests on here. So then I've just been going to town here. I know my wife loves it. Not really.
Of course not.
Yeah.
No,
Neither does
you don't
mine.
say.
Ding,
I just went all. I just went all in, got irrigation, and
That's awesome.
Dang. Yeah.
asked for forgiveness later.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
What do they say? It's
Well,
easier to
words-
ask for
words to live
forgiveness than
by.
permission.
Oh yes,
Yep.
yes it is.
Mhm.
But I want to
I
give
had
a
a
shout out
boss
to the
tell me
lawn
that
warrior
once
and
as a
Uncle Sal.
multi-millionaire. He's like, "Here's some advice."
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What was that, Jason?
I said, I said I want to give a
we
shout
all
out to the
just
lawn
said
warrior
that.
and Uncle Sal.
I had a boss of mine once. He told me, he said, "Listen, I've learned this throughout my life. It's easier to ask for forgive. It's easier to say I'm sorry than it is to ask permission." I'm just thinking, really, dude? You're gonna go through life going like that? Okay. So if it works, it works.
YOLO.
So,
Oh.
so this is kind of a perfect example. I wanted to kind of let people a little in on the little behind the scenes of KOTG. So when we first started out, we were like, all right, what are we going to talk about? How are we going to talk about? How are we going to present this whole thing? Right. And then we started getting into like, okay, so who's going to host it? What are we going to talk about? How long are we going to talk about it? And we're trying to come up with this very specific plan of how timeline of this broadcast was going to last. And as you can tell, that didn't last very long. We just kind of shoot from the hip and we just kind of have fun while we're doing it. So welcome to KOTG.
Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason.
Yeah,
That keeps it interesting.
absolutely.
I got a hat
Yep.
that I'm about to go get. I'll be back in
Yeah?
a minute.
Always going to get a hat.
You got to see this.
I'll say since I started watching y'all, my wife has been very supportive and surprising that for the last 2 years I've been working from home, and on Tuesdays we have a food truck coming to the neighborhood. Someone lines up, so we go down to the food truck and we walk down there. It's about a quarter of a mile, and on the way every Tuesday my wife will she'll critique everybody's yard. And she's like, look at that yard. They need to cut their grass. They need to get some weeds out of their lawn. And I mean, she's just constantly, and she always picks on me about our lawn, but then I think she takes pride in it too, that when people stop by and compliment it, she takes a lot of pride in that. So, you know, she'll even come in the house. I cut my grass every 2 days, and she comes in the house and she's like, "Don't you need to go cut the grass today? It looks like it needs to be cut." You know, and I keep it at 3/4 of an inch. And she's like, "You need to cut the grass."
That's awesome. I like that.
Oh, yeah, inspired him. Look at that.
Dang.
Man, this thing is huge.
So I'm gonna say Brent's about a 5-gallon hat, and Olee, you got about a 15-gallon hat.
Yep. The big one.
This is a sunshade.
Yeah, that's an umbrella hat.
I just hear the panties dropping.
Boom, shakalaka. Yeehaw.
So Jason, what's your favorite episode?
That's a tough one. Honestly, I'm more into like the nerdy stuff. So like anytime you got like the grass doctor, Mountain View seeds, all those are my favorite. I actually learned something. Boring to most, boring to some, but I'm more into the science and all the stuff behind it that makes it work.
Mm-hmm.
I actually want to know what I'm doing, not just throwing crap out there.
Mm-hmm.
Got to save some cash, you know.
Yeah,
So
no,
the wife
I
wants
like
me to
learning too. That's
My
what we
wife
kind of
wants
set
me to
out.
let me keep doing it. I gotta keep it on a budget.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jamie, is your mic working yet?
It is finally working. I had to dial in
hey.
via the phone.
Hey,
And use
yo.
my yo.
Hey, whatever you got to do, right?
Got it. Make it work.
I'd say, yeah, I like all the educational episodes. I like just hanging out with the guys and just talking some crap. That's kind of my favorite. Everybody cracks me up every week. That's fun.
Yeah.
I liked the micro life episode. I know it was kind of like controversial, but I kind of like the Mexican medicine, if you will. You know, I like the underground stuff. I kind of like hearing about that, but I also like hearing about the EDU stuff. So that was cool to me. Got Lalo loading up. But Jamie, what can you hear us?
Yep, I hear you fine.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey,
got a twin.
Oh, what's up?
Ew.
Oh yeah, you guys are twins. You and Jamie, Olee and Jamie.
Olee and Jamie got a hat on. Nice. So, Jamie, do you have a favorite episode that you can remember?
Well, hey, Jamie, tell everybody what your Instagram name is, because I think people don't know who you are on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
Sue Forever.
Okay.
About a dozen years ago, the NCAA took away my alma mater's mascot because they deemed it unnecessary, and they changed it to the Fighting Hawks. But I am a Fighting Sioux Forever.
Awesome.
So it's like SIOUX something, right?
It was
VR.
inappropriate cultural appropriation.
My inappropriate cultural reference. So
Yeah.
Cool.
We've been doing that to a lot of teams, right?
yeah, exactly.
So we need like a blooper reel.
We should do that.
Starting
That'd be a lot of work.
giggling.
It'd be a lot of work to put that together.
That's half our content.
Yeah.
It'd be a long video.
Maybe about 2 hours long.
If we had a
Looks like
reel
bowling
of
alley.
innuendos, that would take forever.
Yeah.
All the
Yeah,
innuendo jokes.
And Lalo, you're looking cut, man. You're looking skinny.
Thanks,
Down
bros.
Yeah.
I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it. It's not easy, but I'm working on it.
It's not.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
Lalo was our first guest ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
That's
sir.
He won the guest spin. and
February
you were-
23rd, episode
Was
6.
it? Damn. February 23rd.
Yeah, I almost felt like I won by default because I think there was only like 5 of us that entered that live or whatever.
I do remember people were like, they didn't, maybe they're intimidated or just weren't sure, but yeah, we now we get more folks that are, willing to come on. So that's been fun, but yeah, no, I mean, it's been awesome having you guys come on the show. That's really cool.
Yeah, I think initially a lot of people were like, I don't know about hopping on the call. I'm not really sure about that. But it's cool to see more and more people be like, yeah, I'm good with it. Let's do it. Yeah. Not like we know what the hell we're talking about.
Out of their comfort zone. When you put a camera in front of somebody, even though we only have 50 viewers or so, but the reality is that up to 8 billion people at any given day can look at something like that if they so choose, right? So you're out there, and it's a little intimidating for people at times.
Well,
but
don't say that, Dave, for Christ's sake, man. Now you got me thinking about it. God, man.
I think it's pretty darn cool if you ask me.
Oh yeah, it's great.
So I would have to agree with Jason. I really enjoyed the episodes where we have somebody come on and they kind of give us like an inside look, whether it's, Mountain View talking about the seed industry or having, the turf science guys come on. I've learned a lot, but my favorite was doing the stripe contest and just looking at all the entries and just kind of talking about grass and, talking about what we love and what each submission was, what was great about it. I think that was really fun. That was kind of like the spirit, I think, in a sense of kind of what the show was really about in the beginning, was just guys hanging out, talking about what we like, different aspects of lawn care. That's cool or what have you. So that was my favorite, the stripe contest. And we're definitely going to do that again this year.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, I agree with that. I was watching some of that to make a couple clips out of, and that whole episode, we were just having a blast. You could tell everybody was just talking and we were having fun. Like that was a good episode, that stripe contest.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ambitious. He won that.
Yeah.
So what was your favorite, Jamie? You never said.
Oh, my favorite episode probably was when the guys from Pro Pete came on. It's really good to get a behind the scenes view of what's going on over there and the product that they carry and the use that we get out of it. So
awesome.
Yeah, I liked
in pictures.
Simple Lawn Solutions, Brittany. That was a great episode. It's my favorite. That is my favorite.
That was a good one. I had a long couple days leading into that, and I was like, oh, finally I get like a couple days off where I could kind of like relax. And I just sat here and kept drinking bourbons. That was, that was a bad one. Because I think I had been up for like 2 or 3 days straight on that one. And I was like, man, I'm gonna like have a couple bourbons and I'm gonna knock out for like another like all day the next day. And that didn't work out.
We got off the
didn't work out
cast,
too well.
we
Not
just talked
my
for, like,
most shining moment of bourbon connoisseurship, but but that was a good episode. Propane is great.
Yeah.
You know what somebody else mentioned in the chat? Somebody else said Tuckahoe Turf Farms was a great one. And I agree that was great.
Yeah.
I know Alan's in the chat. Alan Carter from Tuckahoe Turf Farms, he's in here. And that was an excellent one too. I loved that one. You know, because they're quasi local to me, and I had an opportunity to go down on a number of occasions and meet Alan and kind of talk with him at BS, and you know, just go through the whole, you know, the farming process and what that looks like. And that was a fun episode. I enjoyed that one. That might be my favorite one, like kind of overall. That was a really good one. But somebody else had mentioned that in the chat.
Yeah, that was a great episode too.
What about you, Nate? Have you said what was your favorite episode, or do you have a topic or discussion that we did?
I would say my favorite episode is when we talked about stripes.
Yeah,
Of
keep it
course.
straight.
I just think that's when we had to establish that there's one rule when it comes to stripes. Keep them
Wager
straight.
better.
You know, none of that wavy
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah.
So, keep them straight, boys. That's all there is to it. Nice and straight. Establish that domination line on the property and roll with it. So, no, I all the shows we've done, I think, have been a blast. You know, all the guests we've had from, I think Pro Pete overall is probably one of the most popular ones. And, you know, John came on and just spit some knowledge. And I think a lot of people looked at Pro Pete and, you know, like Papa, you said, you know, you looked into it and you liked what you heard and you kind of tested it out a little bit. And you liked the results. I ran with Pro Pete this year and I thought my lawn looked phenomenal. So I think just a lot more people were exposed to Pro Pete, you know, and that's kind of our whole goal of this whole mission was to bring other companies to the audience. You know, I mean, it doesn't have to be Scott's, doesn't have to be, you know, whatever it is, there's other things out there. It may be local to you. It may not be, you just never know. So, like I said, that's our whole goal is to bring you guys different companies that, you know, you may have never heard of, and it may be a big company, maybe a small company, you know, Simple Lawn, you know, a lot of people have heard of Simple Lawn Solutions, but it's nice to, you know, kind of hear the ins and outs of that company and stuff like that. And it's just kind of been fun to get to know some of the different companies on a, you know, kind of a little bit better level and work with some of them. And, you know, they've blessed us, and, you know, we've been fortunate enough to have really good relationships with some of those companies, you know, that has allowed us to do all these giveaways that we do. You know, to me, that's one of the coolest things about this show. I mean, find another show that is running every single week and doing giveaways damn near every single week. I mean, I think we've had probably 45 out of the 50 shows we do a giveaway, whether it be some, you know, fertilizer. I mean, and I'm not even talking lawn of the week. I'm talking, you know, we've given away hats, we've given away tons of shit, you know. So it's just, you know, those companies have supported us from Barenbrug to Mountain View to, you know, Simple Lawn to Pro Pete, you know, just, you know, lawn striper, you know, we've given away multiple lawn stripers, you know. So you think about those things, and there's no one out there doing that like we're doing it. So, you know, thank you to all of our supporters and all of our guests that, you know, made that happen. And
100%.
you know, thanks. So that's cool. I just think it's cool that we've been able to spread that out into the community. So that's my take on it.
Yeah. So thinking back, what's your favorite episode? I'm just thinking I remember back in the beginning, we talked about bringing some companies on, and it was like, oh man, is anybody going to jump on with these DIY guys? Are there any companies out there? Luckily, some of you guys had some determined connections with some of these guys. And then now we're kind of getting to the point where companies are reaching out to us, and now they're wanting to jump on and join the chat. So, I think that's pretty awesome how over the year it's kind of changed into something like that. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Well, I'll speak on this a little bit. Like in the beginning, we didn't know what direction we were going to go. And I think we were kind of going, we were fans of a lot of the bigger names in the lawn care community. And so one of our thoughts was, hey, let's get these guys, let's reach out to some of the Ryan Knorrs and, the Lawn Whispers and Lawn Care Nut, and just see, hey, would these guys even come on our show? So we started doing some of that. And that was initially, we had conversations as a group about what direction to go. And do we bring on the YouTube personalities? And, some of us wanted to do that. Some of us did not. And after time, we kind of all settled into an agreement of like, let's take this a different direction. Let's not just bring on other YouTube personalities. Let's focus more on companies. Let's focus more on, guests and stuff like that. Like I talked about earlier, which, people you haven't heard about. And so that's kind of the direction. If you guys have noticed over the year, we really haven't brought on as a guest a YouTube personality. We kind of stayed away from that. Nothing against any of those guys, but we just kind of took a different route, and that wasn't our approach. So, maybe in the future we'd have some of those guys on, but a lot of people have asked me, well, why haven't you had this guy on, or why haven't you had this person on? It's just we went a different route. So, if anyone's curious, that's kind of
what's cool to me. What's cool to me is talking to Dave, Jason, Jamie, Papa, Lalo, people I talk to all the time on Instagram. People are commenting back and forth. People who are in the trenches with us, just loving lawns, and not like, I'm actually interacting with these people and bringing these people on and stuff. That's why, I love the wheel spin for the guest spot, which we're going to be bringing that back soon after our company guest run. But that's awesome to me. It's just keep bringing people up that, that we're talking to on the daily.
Yeah.
Nothing. 1,500.
Like Nate said, nothing against anybody. We talked about it a little bit in our GIE recap episode. We we hung out with a lot of those guys, and a lot of the other, kind of, I guess you could say YouTubers, the lawn care YouTubers and stuff. We got to, either meet or hang out with guys that we had already known or interacted with and stuff. And, not a bad thing to say about any one of them. Everybody was super cool, and it was fun to hang out with everybody and meet everybody. We definitely like those guys. We got a lot of good relationships with them for sure.
Yeah, but that also is what kind of sets us apart, right? Is we just are the DIY guys. We're not the famous YouTubers, and we connect with everybody else that's DIYers as well, So, like I said, that's kind of
it's a great balance, because you bring in, the companies with a lot of knowledge, but then you're also inviting guests on that are just average DIYers that are not, these people that are out generating, all the YouTube videos and throwing out, that have a wealth of knowledge. You're bringing on just everyday average people that just like to work in their yard.
Yeah.
But hey, not like love. They love to work in their yard.
Yes.
I know I do.
Everybody mentioned what they do in the what they do other than lawn care, for a real job. Did you guys mention that in the past before?
No, I don't think we talked directly about it. No.
I'm a stripper.
we all do that, Cody.
No green involved in that.
Broke ass stripper.
Yeah.
That's why he does Stranger in the Dark side gigs. Stripping's not going too well for him.
me and Cody got a traveling show. We do
Whole circus.
Oh, man.
No, but like to answer your question, Jason, like some of us tried to keep that knowledge private, I guess you could say. There's some that probably wouldn't mind saying what they do, and then there's others that, you know, it's probably not the best information to get out there. You know, and
I think it's funny. Just on that, I think it's funny. A lot of people, as I'll talk to them, get to know them, and all of a sudden they're like, "Wait, like you don't do this professionally?" And I'm like, "No, like, I just it's just my own lawn, you know, and that's all I do." And they're like, "Oh, well, I thought you literally had your business and all this stuff, and you're like a pro." And I'm like, I mean, I appreciate that, but no, like, not even close. You know what I mean? So
that's mighty cool of you.
Well,
yeah.
And to speak on that, Nate, actually, I found out recently when I first started this out, and I was going with Lawntism, and I was doing this lawn stuff, and I was talking about this lawn and da da da. My wife somehow thought I was going to start some lawn care business, and I was going to start going around our neighborhoods and taking care of other people's yards. And so I just found that out recently.
I just had a vision. I'm sorry. I just had a vision. Brian, like riding one of those tricycle bikes around with a trailer on it with his lawnmower.
Pushing the lawnmower house to house.
Going up and down the street, just like pushing his mower, like knocking on doors. Hey, I'm Brian. Mind if I cut your grass?
Can I cut your grass? It looks really nice.
He's got his bike with the thing with the gas can strapped to the side, you know.
Yeah.
Just around the neighborhood. I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, anyways.
I have a question for the guys that
Lalo.
shovel the snow. The guys that shovel the snow, do you prefer to shovel away from one side of your lawn than the other? Keep the snow off your decorative front yard?
How many inches you talking about?
You know, always talking the maximum amount of inches.
So I actually push mine down like towards the driveway, and so if I
thought you were gonna say towards your knee.
Mine down towards the floor.
I push it down, hold it up,
push it up.
It kind of goes over to one side anyway. So you know,
Can you reel this back in, please?
I think it depends on the driveway. It's like I have a double wide driveway, so I split right down the middle, and right side goes to the right, and the left side goes to the left because it's just too wide to. I got a lot of girth in the driveway, so it's it's tough to do it. Just one pass. But I would say if you had a single car garage or a single car driveway, then maybe look at your wind or where it drifts and whatnot. So.
Well, the only reason I ask is because I make sure that all of my shoveling goes to the non-decorative turf, the area that has the blanket over it. No snow gets thrown on that. Everything goes to this little area that I have on the other side. So it's a 2-car wide driveway, but hopefully by the end of the season, we'll have a large enough pile over there so the neighbor's kid can come over and dig a tunnel through it. That's the objective.
Or hey, there's some chat. There's some chat going on. Jamie popped off. Dang it. About Full 60. And Jamie actually was the creator of Full 60. He did the hashtag Full 60 in the chat, and it just kind of like caught fire in the chat. And so I wanted Jamie to kind of talk about that, but he just popped off.
Yeah. Well, what's some other trivia that you guys can ask?
What do you guys think about doing a spin for maybe a Kotg hoodie or a t-shirt or a glass or something?
Want to do lawn of the week first?
We can do whatever you want. We got to get on with it. It's about an hour in.
Is it really?
Party, man. This is 1 year.
We're going extra 30.
Party with no bush lights.
So I do have to say, guys, whenever I do travel over here to the East Coast, I can't believe you guys do stay up this late, man. I'm like tired.
You know, Indiana. You just called Indiana the East Coast. Yes, it is for you.
It's the Eastern time zone for me, I guess.
Thought the exact same thing. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? That's Midwest still.
Yeah.
Talking about how flat everything is and open space. That ain't the East Coast.
That's yeah.
Well, I was in Atlanta for a little bit today, but I flew up from there. But yeah, I mean, in Utah, it's like still like 6 o'clock in the evening, and everybody just finished dinner. So kudos to you guys for staying up this late.
Yeah,
11 o'clock.
Yep.
But
I don't know how those East Coast guys do it.
So they were talking about snow, and I think it'd be a good time to bring in KOTG Lawn of the Week. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'm excited about this one.
So hashtag KOTG Lawn of the Week. Everybody use it, still use it. We're still using it in the winter time. It's not just for pretty lawns right now. It's for anything lawn related, really anything yard related, anything going on in the front yard or backyard. Show us what you got. Hashtag KOTG Lawn of the Week. And be creative, right? This week, we actually found that person who was being super creative and kind of took that assignment. What's that TikTok? I understood the assignment or whatever. Right. So this person understood the assignment and
It's usually
pulled off
that though.
Reel.
Yeah.
So
what better way to give the belt back to the creator of the belt? So this week's winner is Rooted Lawn Co. with some spirals in the snow.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
This is the first non-straight stripes that has ever won, and he's the first double winner. So a lot of firsts on this one. And I don't know, Rooted. You broke a lot of rules doing this one, buddy.
Didn't make for a rad reel though.
It was a big swing.
I did tell him.
Somebody walked across the middle of it.
I told him I want to see 2 of those in the front yard.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not all the spirals, maybe not all the spirals, just a
couple rings, maybe.
Yeah, just a couple, start in the middle and kind of work your way out to the outside. Put 2 of them in the front yard for me.
But this is the kind of stuff we're talking about, guys. We want to see this fun, creative type stuff that whatever you can do in your lawn, do it this time of year. So we're definitely watching still.
It's rather apropos that our first 2-time winner comes on our 1-year anniversary. I like that.
Yeah.
And he created the belt, which has went crazy for us. So we appreciate that.
Yeah, the belt has been awesome.
Honestly, this would be my vote either way. So
you want to talk about a creative guy that like Rooted's a creative dude, man. He always comes up with really good. He's just got good content overall, but his reels are great. The idea for the belt, great. I mean, Vince, you're a creative dude. Way more creative than me, that's for sure.
He was a guest too. He was like our third, maybe our third spin winner.
Yeah, we're early on.
He won a spin, and then we had him on as a ringer one episode when we were short. So
he was just a newborn dad, right, to twins or something like that, I think.
Yeah. I remember that.
He was like, I'm still going to crush it out in the yard, even though I got newborns.
We brought him on, and he actually did a lawn of the week, right? Did he chose a lawn of the week for us too?
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, Lawn Sauce is on. What's up, Brad?
Oh,
hey,
what's
aloha.
up?
Aloha,
Aloha, man. I'm trying to get my screen to go unblurry here so I can show you what's going on here in Hawaii.
Oh,
it's daylight.
Hell yeah.
Right?
It's cool.
Brad, how'd you guys fare with the tsunamis and earthquake fallout?
We had a little rise in the tide, but nothing too bad.
Nice.
It was pretty. We didn't see much of it here.
That's crazy.
Just some good surf. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if anybody's ever gotten his nuts, this is the guy right here.
See, that's the one thing that we look forward to doing, though, is have a show in the daylight with the lawns in the background.
Yeah.
Striped
Yeah,
out of
we're gonna
pieces.
do that. Yeah.
That's 2022.
We gotta do that. We've been talking about that since we started.
Like a Saturday
But-
episode or Sunday episode during the day.
But going back to what Zach said, it is nice to put a name to the nuts of Hawaiian lawn sauce. So
I like to see your face at least. That's great.
face in the nuts.
Yeah, no, hey, congratulations,
Hey, who's
guys,
seen?
on 1 year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
There we go.
Speaking of faces and nuts, what was up with Nate's chin the other day? I'm going to get a beer.
Olee gets like a quarter of an inch of snow, and he thinks, "Oh, we gotta go sledding, and we gotta bundle up."
We do.
Oh, I mean, you're taking videos and pictures up down that little 2 foot little hill, like you're going down a roller coaster or something.
Hey, man, when you're 2 years old, that shit's fast.
Yeah,
And when you live in North Carolina and you get 2 or 3 inches, it don't last but 2 or 3 days. You got to live it up.
Hey, your wife said that. We know.
He's telling a lie towards that tape measure. Better never have her back nothing else nowhere.
Well, it's funny because
or so here coming to Delaware.
Hey, so Zoom user, people are asking who you are.
Grass Geek, Delaware.
Grass Geek. What's
Hey.
up, man?
Yeah.
Grass Geek.
What's going on, guys?
What's up, man? I remember you being in here from day one too, honestly.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So what's going on? How'd you get into KOTG? What's your favorite episode?
The episode you guys just had not too long ago where I think it was Mountain View Seeds that explained the whole Field of Dreams things. That was a really interesting story he had there. I like that. Been following a lot of you guys on Instagram from my start, and then when you all got together, and started this podcast. I'm a big podcast guy, so it kind of feels like home to me every Tuesday night. I appreciate y'all doing it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man.
it. Thank you.
Absolutely.
So you say you're a big, do you prefer to listen to it or do you watch it usually Tuesday nights? Like if you had your choice, what would you do?
I'm here. I try to be here every Tuesday night.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man.
So then like this is just general question, not specifically for you, but like, so if you miss the show on Tuesday, do you come back and watch it on YouTube or do you try and wait for the podcast to come out?
I normally I'll do it on YouTube, but when I do a lot of driving and stuff, so I'll pull up podcasts and just kind of listen to them, while I'm driving. I used to listen to a lot of like Lawn Guardian, Princess Cut, a lot of those guys have kind of got busy here lately, so there's not a whole lot of content, but yeah, the Lawn podcast, man, it really gives me something to do.
Cool.
Yeah.
And Brad's in like paradise lawn sauce right now. I just can't get over it. He's like,
I was going to ask him,
what
lawn
time
sauce,
of day is it out there for you?
can you show us
that's beautiful.
bad scenery of Hawaii? You got any bad scenery?
Bad scenery.
I don't think
Not
that's
at the
possible.
moment. Not at
Yeah,
the
right.
moment.
Jeez.
Maybe out there on the lava flows.
So nice.
Man.
That's called
Very
vacation.
nice.
look at that city in the
Very nice.
background.
Yeah. That's
What
awesome.
city is that back there?
So this is the city. Well, this is Waikiki. It's the place where everybody comes to, right in the heart of Honolulu, Hawaii. In the background here is Diamond Head, one of the most scenic points in town. You can hike up to the summit, and of course the sunset is what, and the sunset and the beach is what everybody comes here for.
So have Have you ever thought about vacation to like Iowa or anything?
That is my dream.
In the middle of winter.
Good answer.
How far away is that from your house?
Oh.
How far away is your house?
Actually, my house is about 10 minutes away from here towards the mountains.
Crazy.
Nice.
Nice. That's awesome.
Jealous.
That's awesome.
It looks warm there. That's for sure.
Hey, Lawn Sauce, I do want to say I love your rebranding logo. That's so
Yeah,
cool.
that's
Super
sick.
cool.
I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah.
Super vibrant. It looks really good.
What?
What?
Hey.
Is that Dave again?
Hey-o.
Oh,
No, that's not Cody.
Ice
that,
Smooth.
that wasn't me. That's me.
Uh-huh.
Well, who else is that? Who else have we got on here? Looks like we got some guests.
We got the watch party.
Watch
Yeah,
party.
the watch
here.
party's on.
coming.
That one.
Hey.
Some babies. No.
I love it. Look.
Made somebody mad.
I thought I saw some.
Show
babies.
me I want to see the baby.
Jeez.
I don't know. It froze.
Oh.
So yeah, Nate, what were you saying about spinning?
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, we've got a one year anniversary. I think it's just that we give away something, some type of KOTG merch.
I agree.
So I'd say everyone that's still sticking around with us, throw in the chat "Happy Birthday KOTG," and we'll get your name in the wheel of giveaway per Brian, the man who does that for us every single week. And we'll just I think see what you guys think. What we want to give away. Maybe we'll do more than one. We'll see.
It is wintertime. We could do a hoodie.
Oh, baby.
I think that's fitting.
Good time of year to wear it.
Let's do 3.
I
We've
wear-
had enough donations. Drunk Long Guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
$2.
I like it.
Give it back. Give it
Let's
back.
give it back.
We don't,
We have no funds.
you know
No, I
what
mean,
we're here for. We're not
let's
here
do
to
it.
we're not here to take everybody's money. Let's give it back.
They're rolling in.
Sweet. Hey, if you're in the chat and you're watching and you haven't given us a like, give us a like real quick.
Yeah, I'm. A lot of regulars in there.
Going on. Thanks, Alex.
Yeah.
Oh.
Olee, what's your favorite episode? What do you think? What's some of your favorite memories besides GIE and getting ripped up?
GIE was a lot of fun. Can't wait to next year.
That was a good
GIE
time.
was a lot of fun.
Real good time.
I don't know about a favorite.
You know, guys, I gotta say, not Pro Pete, Simple Lawn Solutions was pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
Just because we behaved or what?
Most of us.
That was a fun one. I think both she and Adam can really speak to like the industry, and I think that's really cool. Like,
yeah,
regardless of being funny and inappropriate, like they have a lot of good insight, which is I'm just curious about that kind of behind the scenes stuff and learning about how all the stuff's put together.
Yeah, it's pretty
I
impressive.
think it's really interesting.
Yeah, that was good.
I just watched Turf Culture.
What is that? String cheese?
What was
String
that?
cheese, that's my dinner.
Dinner?
Take in.
Grass Geek, what were you saying?
I said I just watched Turf Culture's video on the Pro P tour he did. I think it was a couple months ago. That was a really good video he did. It really was in depth on their whole process. If you guys haven't watched that,
Yeah, Brian got to go out and tour that facility as well. So
Yeah, I just don't know what I'm allowed to show everybody, so I haven't really posted too much about it, but like seeing like the screen that they try to push all their product through, how small those holes are so they can get, combine everything.
Come on,
Man,
should have known.
I'm gonna go back to the wheel of names here.
But hey, so
Oh, Zach, I know you got a joke for that.
last week we had Adam on from Mountain View Seeds, and next week we'll just say it now. So last week we were going to have Adam on from Mountain View Seeds with Will Chanel, who is the Rose Bowl superintendent, and he now works as a consultant through Mountain View Seeds. So we actually rescheduled them for next week, and we're going to have Will Chanel, who was the Rose Bowl superintendent for the past many years. And then also he just retired recently, and we're going to have Miguel on, who replaced Will as that role, who was Will's right-hand man that whole time. So he's the Rose Bowl superintendent right now. So we're going to have both of them on next week. Which should be a really good episode. So bring some questions. We'd like to ask them a lot of DIY questions, stuff about our own lawns, what we can do, and kind of keep it like that. So
Yeah, and if you've ever bought a bag of 365, you look on the back of it, you got there's a picture of Will and some information and whatnot. So he's actually on the bag of 365, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Cool. So, I mean, yeah, you think two guys that have ran the Rose Bowl for years, that's crazy.
So what's some other trivia?
That's going to be a good episode.
Trivia, what, you want to have a trivia contest between Papa, Grass Geek, Dave, Jason?
There's one in the live chat.
And Brad? Trivia contest?
Sure, I'm down.
Let's do it.
I don't even know if I would know the answer to some of these questions, probably.
I don't even know what questions.
Right, yeah, what questions?
It's gonna be like the Big Brother, where you gotta like keep track of everything that's going on through the whole season. If anyone watches Big Brother, they know what I'm talking about.
No. I have an antenna at my house. I don't get 3, 5, 9, 68, 10, 24, 62. I don't get any of those.
So Dave's got his pen out taking notes, getting ready for this test for the KOTG.
So the first trivia question.
I need you to do me a favor. I need you to tell me the names again of those guys you're having on the episode next week, because I want to see if I can find them on Instagram.
Chanel and Miguel. Don't know his last name.
Will
Rose Bowl superintendents. He was Will's right-hand man. He just recently took over for him when he retired. And now Will is a consultant with Mountain View Seeds.
And he actually had to go step in too, because he got sick or whatever, and then had to go finish off like the last week or so, whatever it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the first trivia question I'm going to throw out there is, who has the biggest deck of the cast?
Zach.
Olee.
Zach.
Olee.
60.
Oh, yeah.
I think he beat him by
an inch.
How big is the biggest person's deck? How many inches is it?
64?
64, 61.
61. Lawn Sauce got it. Now who's got it?
Olee.
Oh.
Yep. Olee with the
Lawn Sauce right there.
Man, you were really quick on that one, man.
Not like I keep track of your guys'
makes
size
you wonder.
decks, you know?
That's one question that you shouldn't probably have got first place on.
Oh, got like a notepad.
That's going wild.
All right, I am done with Will and names.
Who likes the stranger in the house?
It'd be Nate.
Who likes it or who is? We're worried about who likes it.
Who's played it?
Who has slept with each other?
Oh shit!
Are we counting the
You'll
floor?
make me sign off in a second.
Nate, you've been around.
That's
You've
true.
been around.
I physically didn't sleep though. I couldn't because there was a bear in the room.
Snoring
Because
away.
you showed up at 5:30 in the morning.
That was a rough night. And the next day was even worse.
Yeah, you still stayed up late, slamming a Bush Light can.
If it hadn't been for them for the live music, I don't think I'd have made it.
Yeah.
Those guys was rocking.
Yeah,
Who was
you
it
were
that-
saying, you were like, "Here, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna get out of here." And then that music started going. You kicked into a next level.
I was like, yeah, I'm staying. I like music.
What wasn't it you, Zach, that said, "Oh, you want a Bush Light?" And he's like, "No." I turned around and just like I went and bought like 6 or 8 of them and just handed him one. It's
my
like,
buddy,
all right.
my buddy Blake, he was like, "Hey, Olee, I'm gonna go buy a round. You want one?" He's like, "Nah, I'm good." And then you just walked up and gave him one. He started drinking it.
When in Rome.
Holy, how much did that ticket cost you that you got when you posted that picture when you got a ticket?
It was $8.
How much?
$8.
$8.
It was $4 each way. It was the toll. I missed the exit and went across the bridge in Indiana, turn around and come back, got a ticket on both sides. Their camera is something else, man. I mean, they sent me in the mail or whatever, and I was like, Indiana. And then I opened it up and there's my truck. I was like, well, there ain't no denying that.
These cameras don't mess around.
Man, that thing zoomed in hard.
You didn't have the Bush Light strapped into the back of the flatbed at that point.
No, I was trying to find y'all, and I missed my exit.
Hopefully,
Yeah, if you guys could have seen this image of, so you got Olee's full ton? Is it a full ton?
It's Ram 3500. Yes, 1 ton.
Yeah. So Olee's got a
Flatbed.
1 ton flatbed, and you got Olee driving. You got Brent sitting bitch in the middle, and you got me a single cab. So you got all 3 of us in the front, and that's how we pull up to GIE. The 3 dudes in the front of a flatbed. 1 ton. We're pulling up
we
to
fit
that,
right in.
getting out.
Hey, Olee, is it a stick shift?
No. Nate wish.
That would have made that middle spot.
I think we put little guy in the middle. We had Brent in the middle.
That's who I was going to ask. Who got the middle seat?
That was me. I got the middle seat on the hump.
All right, so Wheel of Names is up, guys. Ready to do a drawing?
Do it.
All right, so we got 31 names in. And shuffle it 3 times. So this is for a hoodie, right? So you can jump on merch.kotg.live and pick out whatever color hoodie that you want. And here we go.
Yeah. So whoever wins, go ahead and shoot us a message on Instagram. Let us know your color and size.
Hey, Frankie B.
Frankie B.
Frankie B. Wednesday.
Those are nice cities too. They're very soft.
Boy, dude, I'm wearing one right now, man. It's beautiful.
I know. I had to get myself one.
Dave, you got to just be our
Still
sound
need to get
effect
one.
guy.
You ad libbed.
He was supposed to be the sound effect guy. He's the one who got the push button number. I got all that stuff.
What we just spent once, Brian?
What's
We do
that?
one spin. That's it.
It's up to you guys. You guys want to do another one? How many are we doing?
Are we still doing trivia? Because I got a good trivia question. If
Yeah.
still doing that.
I was
think so
just
far,
closing out. I was just closing out some of the
Jason and
tabs.
Brad are up.
I just wanted to see if you guys could remember what mower each of us has, or if like each person can just say who that, whatever. Yeah, as specific as you can be, I guess.
Zach has a Simplicity. Bill, I think you have a I think you got a recycler.
Cycler.
Yep.
I know Brian has a Husqvarna, I think.
Yeah.
Nate has a Time Master.
Yeah.
Nate's got the Time Master.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
Brent's got a
You have a
Honda,
Honda.
don't you?
Yeah,
got
I'm
Honda.
I'm only Honda guy.
Holy, I don't know what
He's probably got a Spartan and all kinds of other expensive stuff. I don't know.
He's got everything.
Pick your
You gotta
machine.
specify. You have to
He's got
specify
an
what
X-Mark,
mower.
doesn't he?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah?
a Ferris.
Oh,
He has an
Ferris,
X-Mark.
yeah.
Actually, just
Now I do have an X Mark. Yeah, pop up at the shop.
The shop.
Yeah.
You just
The
got that new one, right?
30-inch walk behind. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Turf Tracer.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
I got
didn't
a
think-
Honda, but I'm trying to get me a Toro. The Toro
Yeah.
company.
Try
I picked up a cheap Husqvarna rider that needed some work, and I just got it going with my dad. So you might see
Sweet.
me on a something different in 2022.
Say it isn't so. Say it isn't so.
Picked it up cheap. Picked it up cheap. It's a
I don't care how cheap it is,
2-inch
man.
rider. I might flip it.
You want that simplicity till the day it dies. Don't be swapping things out on us.
Yeah, we'll see.
So nerd, geek, and sauce. What are your guys' mowers?
So I've got my zero turn is a Snapper 360Z with a 42-inch fabricated deck, and that thing's sweet, man. I love it. I've also got a True Cut P20 when I feel like real mowing, and then I just picked up the Toro recycler with the lawn striper attachment on the back. Shout out to Steve. That thing's been awesome. So
Nice.
Another
nice.
good guest. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Striper
What about you,
Steve.
Jason?
I actually, when I moved here, I had a piece of crap Craftsman, and I actually sold. I actually got over $100 for it on a Facebook
Sweet.
Marketplace, and then I bought a super recycler with the Honda engine from the local mower store up the street. I just picked that up last March with the big league striping kit on the back.
Sweet.
Nice.
How does it
Obviously,
mold for you? You like it?
Yeah, I actually just picked up the Gator blades. Never tried those before. Before I was just a stock blade. Haven't even put it on yet because I guess somebody saw my Instagram. I completely trashed the bottom of it last year. Tons of grass. I mean, it filled up the whole garbage can, and I just literally sprayed the whole thing, painted everything, put some Modec on it. They call it. Is at the local
Sweet.
store. That's supposed to like
Lube it
up
up.
the bottom.
Like the
Put it in the
ceramic stuff or
snowblower
whatever.
at work, so I'm assuming it'll work for the grass. So like I said, I just got the Gator blade, so
Sweet.
people say that works pretty good. So I guess I'll find out.
I have one. I think it helped a little bit, but I'd like to see what a recycler compared to the super recycler does. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
How about you,
I
Brad?
like it.
I got a 10-blade McLean real mower.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What's your grass type?
El Toro Zoysia.
Nice.
Sweet.
So you're 100% real mowing all the time?
Yep. I went all in from the beginning.
Nice. How many square foot do you have?
Commitment.
I have 1,100 square foot. Very
Nice.
small.
Which is like 3 acres
You
in
keep it
Hawaii
nice and tight.
terms.
Yeah, it's bigger than most.
Yeah. I mean, that's a big, yeah.
That is what she said.
Yes,
Russ,
it
what are you
is.
mowing with?
I got a Honda that I use for my scalping and that, but I got a Swordman right now. But my wife told me I could go ahead and get a Toro Greensmaster this spring.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Can your wife and my wife talk and hang out?
Speaking of that, we got to have the wives on for an episode.
Yeah.
I mean, I tell her what I need to get the yard looking better, and she's like, "Okay, if that's what you need."
Especially Brent's wife. She was the one who created this.
If I could get her to come on, it would be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
She's like, I don't want to be on YouTube. Don't put my face on Instagram. She's not about it. She's got her. I mean, she made her Instagram account to troll me and post her house plants, but she'll never show her face. She's not. I don't know. She doesn't want to do that.
Well, just have one where it's like just kind of cut off from the neck down.
Blurred.
Pull her hat way down.
Yeah.
So speaking of wives and memories and stuff, y'all remember when I blasted my wife for driving on the yard?
Yeah.
I can mention that.
I don't remember what episode that was. I don't remember what episode that was, but if you guys,
that was pretty funny. Well, she's a good sport. She was a good sport too, to come on and be like, I drove on the grass.
Yeah, that was cool.
Good sport, man.
Hey, she hasn't done it since, surprisingly, so that's good.
We got her that new ride. Maybe she can whip it a little bit better.
Papa, everybody wants to only kind of give you a shout out, but it looks like you got your own little hat logo going on over there.
Papa.
Yeah, my son made this for me. Got me this for Christmas.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
That's cool.
Who made the logo?
He had some company. He took my logo, one of my stickers, and took it to a company, and they made the patch.
Who made your sticker logo?
Oh, Nate made the Nate made the design. He made two of them for me, and Brian made one of them for me.
Yeah, well, I know Jason. When you were doing your design, we talked a lot. You designed yourself, and you were shooting me ideas, and we were going back and forth, and that's
when I first got started. I remember I saw you were like making everybody, so
yeah,
Bills,
yeah.
That was cool though. I just remember like we were chatting back and forth, and you were adding different stuff and trying different stuff, and we spent.
Hold on a minute. You was bitching at me about changing stuff on mine. Now hold on a minute.
That's because I put 40 hours of work making your goddamn logo.
How many hours? See, you can't read a tape or tell time.
He's like, I want a mower blade. I don't want a wrench. I want a mower blade.
Yeah, dang. I want this color. I want that color. I want this color. Make it this. I'm like, good God, he's worse than a woman trying to pick out clothes.
Oh no.
But no, like, so that's been that's been fun. Like that's Brian's done a great job of designing some, and it's just been kind of a fun little side thing, and trying if someone's got an idea, trying to actually make it come to life. Like Bill, I had an idea for Bill's, and I think we knocked that thing out in 15 minutes. It was real quick. Like I had this vision, did it, and Bill's like, yeah, perfect, let's roll with it. And then he revamped it. He revamped it now and looks even cooler. But like I said, then some of them though, I mean, I've spent 3 days trying to figure out what the heck, trying to put it all together. I'm actually working with I got 2 guys right now that I've kind of working with, trying to get it figured out for a logo and whatnot. But it's one of those things where you have an idea and you can't figure out how to put it all together with the right font and the right shape. So,
hey,
you're really good at it, man.
If I owe anybody stickers in the chat, I've been trying to go through and see who I owe stickers to for like the past, 6 months.
Same.
If I owe anybody stickers, just DM me and I'll get them out to you.
I've been so lazy. I have a tub of them. I have stickers from everybody that's given me a sticker so far that I've done a swap with. I have it put away, and I have yet to put it up on anything because I've just been super lazy. But I think I finally figured out what I'm going to do, and now I just got to go and do it. But I'm excited to finally put them all up on something that I can take with me and move around and expand as we continue to do all this.
Mine are sitting in a bag in my desk.
Yeah, mine too. I thought about putting them all on the surface here of this table, but it's also like my wife's craft and sewing table, so I'm
just gonna make a banner, big banner with my logo on it, and throw it in.
I like the banner ideas. Yeah, those are really cool.
Yeah,
how did you come up with your new logo? This new lawn sauce logo. Where did that come from, or how did you come up with that?
So actually, my first logo, I just kind of threw it together. This year I said, I need to brand something to make it Hawaii. So surfing and pineapples.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Really
totally
cool.
looks Hawaii. So
I thought you were a swinger. That's why you had the pineapple on there.
Yeah.
Only at the grocery store.
Twitter, TikTok says
Upside down.
pineapples are not Hawaiian.
I got a big map, a big world map. It's like takes up like a whole wall in my garage, and I'm gonna get that up. And I already put some on a poster, but I'm gonna cut them out and I'm gonna put them on this map. So it'll be kind of cool.
Yeah,
Sweet.
that's the thing. Like some of the early ones I got, like early ones, I started putting them on my spreader, and then obviously it's not gonna hold very many. But then I had to reach out to some of the guys in the beginning. I'm like, hey, like, can I get another sticker because you're on the,
Yeah.
you're like, there's like 15 on the spreader, and then that's full, and then I started my banner, and now it's
Yeah.
like, and people would message me like, hey,
Gotta get 'em on there.
you didn't put my sticker on the banner, and I'm like, no, you're on the spreader. You're an OG if you're on the if you're on there. Zach, you're on there. I know that. Zach, I think you were like one of my first sticker swap ever was Ryan Schultz. I think that was my first one ever. And like, I mean, that dude's got an amazing lawn. But yeah, like he was one of my first sticker swaps ever. And I started chatting with him, kind of got into lawn care a lot. But shout out to Ryan. But yeah,
He uses a string, doesn't he, to mow? A string to mow straight.
I'd like to establish his first one. And his
Yeah.
dude, his stripes are lasers. I mean, look him up. Look up Ryan Schultz on Instagram. I mean, he didn't post much this year. He wasn't very active. But like I said, I mean, that dude has an amazing lawn. So shout out to him.
Yeah.
all right. So before we do this next spinning, what time is it over there, Lawn Sauce?
Let's see. It must be. I have
6
no
or
idea.
7.
His thing went
It's
off.
6:30. It's 6:30.
6:30. All right.
That's
Well, it's
crazy.
11:30 here, and I'm fading, fellas. So.
No, the sun is just setting for lawn sauce.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right. Now it's telling me if I share the screen, it's going to stop other participants.
Oh shit!
computer
Go ahead.
sensor.
I just got my sound ready for the outro.
Oh, okay. Wait. So yes. All right. So are we doing one or two more?
We need 2 more, right? We're going to do 3.
We can do 2 more. We can afford that.
All right.
Yeah.
Dang, throwing out the bucks. Okay, here we go.
Do it. It's 1 year, motherfucker.
Is this for another? Is this for another hoodie, or should we just let them pick whatever?
Whatever
Yeah,
they
let's
want
let-
from the merch store.
Let's
do
it.
that. Yeah.
All right.
The last one,
So-
let's do a pint glass for the last one. That's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
kind of fitting.
All right, yeah. So first one sweater, this one they can choose. The last one pint glass. I like it.
I believe the Stripe Life KOTG T-shirt is the #1 seller.
Mhm.
How many have you bought?
All right.
Oklahoma.
Nice.
I believe
Very good.
I believe he's
Chat.
over on the East Coast as well. I'm just kidding.
I got it, but
That's West Coast.
Oh, I forgot I was going to remove him. Oh well. All right, so this one is for the pint glass. There's 2 versions of it. There's the green one, green logo, and then there's the black chrome one. Platinum.
Ooh.
yeah, I want to see that one.
Yeah, platinum one's nice.
Hey.
He has one. Oh.
Hey. You don't need a glass. He's a kid.
Doesn't he already have like a big poster Dave got him?
Yeah. So what do you guys want to do? Give him the glass or let him pick just something?
Get him a pair of
let him
spandex
pick
pants.
something.
He's
The spandex.
Yeah,
All
give me
right.
some spandex.
He needs to buy the spandex pants.
The tights.
Get
The
him some
tights.
tights.
Right?
Dude, my wife's got those tights. They are phenomenal. I have
How
some
do they
good.
fit?
I have some good pictures of
How do
her.
they are they still holding up?
Oh yeah, they're good.
Seen them every weekend.
You guys have seen that? You seen that reel with the like look at that big old juicy booty meats or whatever. That's that filet mignon. I definitely made one. I just haven't posted it.
That's Ginger Billy, I think.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I never posted one because I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble, but definitely in the KOTG tights. So
Who, you or the wife?
yeah, sure as hell not me.
Thought it was you.
You don't want to see that.
No.
I mean, I lost like 11 pounds, but you still don't want to see that.
Hey, good job, man. That's awesome.
But
all right, well, we're at our
I'm not getting visions of what's the guy's name on he's got the little yellow minions. Gru.
Oh yeah.
Root or something.
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
Did you see Nate out there mowing the yard? In tights on.
Oh man.
Maybe I'll send you a picture, Olee.
No.
I'll put my
No.
If you do, it's gonna go everywhere.
My neighbor cuts his grass with no shirt on, basically Daisy Duke jean shorts and flip flops with socks.
Nice.
That's my goal for this weight loss challenge.
Yeah, he's a champion.
He just needs to lose his socks.
Instagram 2022. Wait for it.
Nice. All right, boys. What do you say?
Yep. I think that's about it. We've been on here for a long time.
Hit our 11:30 mark.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Happy birthday, fellas.
You won't even know.
Yeah.
Thank
Happy
you. Thank
birthday.
you, everybody.
Right.
All right.
Stay tuned
Thanks
for
hanging
having
out for a
us.
little bit. Appreciate
All
you
right.
guys coming on.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thanks,
it, KOTG.
Yeah.
We'll
As always.
see you.
Hey.